Okay, Gemma, welcome.
Thank you.
So we're looking ahead to the two Nations Leagues matches versus Croatia, one on the 23rd and one on the 27th. I'm guessing you're excited about the prospect of taking charge.
Yes, I can't wait to get started. One of the things that I've been most looking forward to is this camp. So since I've started the role, it's been exciting. There's been a lot of communication with players, with staff, but now it really starts. And for me, the mindset is starting to switch, and now we're turning into that business mindset for sure.
All right. So you had a few weeks to start working. Has it been a difficult process getting to the final squad for these two quite crucial games versus Croatia?
It's been a great process for me. I've been really well supported by the staff that are here, and that was very important to me because to come into a new environment and to find out as much information. I obviously knew a lot of information previously, but for me it was about utilising the existing staff here, finding out as much about these players so that we could together select a squad of 23 players that is going to compete and perform well against Croatia.
So in terms of like these two games coming up, expectations towards what you hope to see and what you hope to accomplish with so short period of time preparing.
Yeah, the expectation. I mean, the short time is something that I'm very used to. As an international manager, you get normally 2 sessions before the game, so that's a normal process for me. I enjoy that. I enjoy the preparation phase. For me, it's about making sure that we perform in the 2 games. So the measure of success is the goal is very clear to stay in Nations League A. And the measure of success is winning the games, obviously. But for me, it's winning the games with a strong performance. I'll be very focused across the 2 games on how we perform. After the first game, it will be a review of how we can perform better. So for me, winning the games, obviously, but it's about the performance.
All right. Should we get to the squad announcement? All right. So let's have a look at the players selected. So it's Aurora Michaelsen, Guro Pettersen, Cecilie Fiskestrand, Tuva Hansen, Guro Bergsvann og Maren Mjelde. Vi har Thea Bjelde, Marit Brattberg Lund, Mathilde Hauge Hartviken og Maria Torisdottir. Så har vi på midtbanen Ingrid Syrstad Engen, Vilde Bø Risa, Karina Sævik, Lisa Fjellstad Nålsund, Frida Leonardsen Månum, Justine Kvaleng Kjelland og Guro Reiten. Og fremover så er det Elisabeth Terland, Caroline Graham Hansen, Signe Gaupset, Sofie Roman Haug, Celine Bisette Ilshusøy og Ada Stålsmo Hegerberg. So, what's your thoughts? Some players out of the squad, some new players in. Could you give some explanations towards that?
Yes, it's a very competitive squad. I'm pleased that we have a good selection of players available, players who are fit, first of all. We have players in different parts of their season. So part of the squad consideration, like I said, for me, it was about talking to the existing staff. And making sure that this squad of 23 was very competitive and the best it could be. One of the things that I did with Peringa and Lena with the under-19s was to meet very early to talk about the pool of players we have here. So for me, it's important that I have an overview of every player and it's very competitive. So for me, it was a combination of working with the staff here in collaboration with their strengths and their knowledge of this team to collectively select this squad today. So,
going to Stavanger in a few days, meeting up with the players for the first time. What are you hoping to see during the next 10 days?
Yeah, I'm hoping to, first of all, have some good sessions on the grass. You know, this is the most important thing for me is the football. So for me with the players, I've spoken to every single player in the squad and also the players on the long list. We've had some very good individual conversations and I'm excited to get on the grass, to plan this game and to see these players doing what they do best, which is play football.
Perfect. Should we open it up to questions? Do you have any questions for Grainger from the floor? We'll open it up if you have questions. Helge?
Hello, Gemma. Nice to meet you. winning games by strong performances, you said. But first of all, 2 matches that you have to win. Do you agree on that?
Yes. Yeah, I absolutely agree on that. We should be in League A, the Nations League. That's where we want to be. But for me, it's a step-by-step approach. Football is, my mentality is that. So for me, the most important thing is these 2 games. It's to win them, like you said. But the performance is something that I'm really looking to see from the team. And my expectation and my mindset and my standards will be about driving that performance and making sure that we have a big focus on what we deliver. You know, the opposition, whether we play Croatia, whether we play France, whoever we play, my mindset with this team will be for us to perform to our very best and make sure that we maximise the opportunity in both of these games.
When we look at the squad, obviously a lot of well-known faces at international level, but the one new face, Signe Gaupset, what can you say about her performances for Brann?
Yeah, it's so exciting to see the youth that we have within the pathway. Like I said, meeting with Grainger, with Lena, and talking about the exciting players we have. And she is absolutely one of those players. I've watched the Champions League games. I've had the pleasure of speaking to her as well. She's a very mature young player, but also for me, it's exciting to have this opportunity to have her with us in this camp, because we want to make sure we plan her development very carefully. We want to give her the best opportunities to make sure she can represent this country for a long time. So it's a privilege for me to be able to call her up into her first camp.
Thanks. We'll have some more afterwards.
Tusen takk. Thank you.
Vær så god.
Yes, hello. What kind of potential do you see in this team?
Yeah, the answer to that is unlimited, and that's the honest answer from me. When I look at the players that we have, my number one feeling is excitement, because the potential is high. We have a group of players individually. Yes, we have the world-class players, the names that are more well-known, but for me, as I'm working and understanding this squad more, I see the potential of every player, and that's my job to make sure that they get the very best out of each performance.
What kind of feedbacks have you got from Ada and Caroline?
Yeah, so I've been out to meet the captains group. So I met Maren, Guro, Ada, Caro, and Ingrid. I went to Barcelona, Lyon, and Chelsea, which was great. It was nice to see them in their environment, a club. For me, as an international manager, getting to know them as people, to see them in their club environment. So when they come into international environment, we can have that relationship. It's been very positive. It's nice to hear from them. It's good to hear how the group has been working as a captains group as a whole. So very positive overall. Very focused on what we want to do in the future of the team.
And the last question, you are meeting Croatia. What kind of team is that?
Yeah, so Croatia we should be confident against Croatia, without doubt. But we should understand the challenge as well. So what I expect from Croatia is for them to play possibly a lower block, as I would call it, a 5-4-1 with a defensive mindset, but they have some threats from a counter-attacking and a set pieces perspective. So we have to understand the challenge, be ready for it. They will pose a challenge, but like I said, we must be confident also. Thank you. Tusen takk.
NRK.
Hello. Can you tell me more about how you have been working from you got the position till now?
Yeah, it's everyday whirlwind would be the best way to describe that. It's been fast. It's been very exciting. For me, it's been a lot of traveling. I wanted to make sure that I was here in Norway. I was watching games. I was also meeting players, meeting staff. So it's been a combination of all of those things. It's been a combination of mostly speaking to the players, watching a lot of the games. I want to be ready for this camp. I want to be prepared for Croatia. So the opposition, planning on Croatia with the team. There's been a lot of time, detail put into that. So it's a real mix. It's players, it's staff, it's traveling, it's a lot of relationship building, but most importantly, focus to deliver the results on this camp.
Well, it will be it's your first selection, but what can we expect from you? The football you're gonna play, will it be a lot of changes from before?
Yeah, what you can expect is we will focus on the strengths that we have in this team. So the playing style of the team will be built around the players that we have and getting the best out of those players. Let's be, really clear, that's how we win games. We win games by our best players, making sure that in possession we can attack and score goals, and then out of possession we're very hard to beat, we're hard to score against. So it'll be a combination of a plan of two of those things. I expect that we'll have more possession against Croatia. So this type of opposition, we are planning for that, but we're also planning for out of possession to be very well organised to make sure there is no threat and that we can execute the game plan that we have.
And in your point of view, what's our strength?
The strengths of the team?
Yeah.
There are many. The individual players we have, the profiles that we have, like I said, the potential is unlimited. For sure we can score goals. You see that with the players that we have. So how do we get the best out of those players to make sure that we score goals as a team? And it's that collective effort for me. So how do we score goals? How do we stop goals? And it really is as simple as that. I see the strengths in the team across each unit. So whether that is the forwards, the midfielders, the defenders, and it's how we get the effective plan and those players to be very clear on what their job is. And again, that's part of my job to make sure they're very clear. We have high clarity. And then we will always measure what we do against how we play. So the plan will be there, we'll deliver the plan, and we will always review. And when I speak to you and the rest of the press, it will be about, and the players, it will be about how we played, how do we do against the plan, and then we'll move forward from there.
Thank you.
Thank you. Tusen takk.
Any more questions? Then I think we'll wrap it up from here. Thank you. Så da vil jeg si tusen takk for at dere kom til Ullevål på en litt ruskete dag, og så ser vi frem til disse 2 kampene mot Kroatia, både i Stavanger og i Osijek, og så beveger vi oss over i 1-til-1 intervjuer, og da begynner vi med TV 2, og så fortsetter vi med NRK, og så tar vi det derfra. Så Gemma tilgjengelig, men da går vi videre derfra. Tusen takk for at dere kom, alle sammen.